Domnule președinte al Partidului Popular European, Manfred Weber, doamnă președinte al Comisiei Europene, Ursula von der Leyen, doamnă președinte al Parlamentului European, Roberta Metsola, domnule președinte al Partidului Național Liberal, Nicolae Ciucă, doamnelor și domnilor președinți și prim-ministri, excelențe, distinși delegați, dragi prieteni europeni, bine ați venit la București! Mă bucur să fim împreună din nou și să văd că transmiteți cu toții optimism, hotărâre, preocupare pentru viitor și implicare. De asta avem nevoie, pentru ca, uniți și solidari, să conturăm proiecte cu care să câștigăm alegerile pentru Parlamentul European, răspunzând astfel așteptărilor legitime ale cetățenilor noștri. Partidul Popular European rămâne cea mai importantă forță politică în Europa și sunt convins că acest congres va revalida valorile noastre democratice care pun în centru libertatea, statul de drept și demnitatea umană. Totodată, sunt sigur că vom găsi soluții concrete pentru a ne proteja cetățenii împotriva diverselor crize care nu ne-au ocolit deloc în ultimii ani, fie că vorbim de pericolele aduse de un război brutal care se desfășoară chiar la granițele României, fie că ne referim la necesitatea de a rămâne competitiv economic, astfel încât nivelul de trai al oamenilor să se îmbunătățească semnificativ. Distinguished guests, the international context is complicated, complex, and unstable. We are facing the worst state of affairs since World War II. Just a few hundred kilometers away, our neighbors are giving their lives to protect their families and defend their country from invaders who commit unimaginable atrocities. Ukrainians are in the trenches and they depend on our help. We, the Europeans, must not get tired in our effort to stand by their side and offer all the support they need. For us, it is not just about the sovereignty of a nation, but about the lives of people who are forced to fight in a conflict they did not start. At the same time, we have the responsibility to reassure our citizens that they are protected, because only in a climate of stability and security can our economies develop, thrive, and our people lead a better life. Enlargement remains one of the most successful European Union policies, a geostrategic investment in peace, security, stability, and prosperity for all EU member states and partners engaged on an EU path alike. Its transformative power and its ability to rally countries and peoples around the European Union values and principles to the benefit of all can never be underestimated. The Republic of Moldova, Ukraine, and Georgia are an integral part of the European Union, and their future lies within the European Union. So does the future of the Western Balkans. Our partners have made incredible progress. The citizens of these countries believe in the European Union, and wish to be part of the European family. Therefore, we should not let them down. Dear friends, Europe is a continent of peace. We must firmly state this and remind our people that we all benefit from the greatest security guarantees in our history, and that the complementarity between the European Union and NATO is pragmatic, realistic, and ensures the security of our nations. The European Union and NATO have not been and are not in a competition. This complex context in which we find ourselves, however, brings an additional political risk: the crisis of confidence in the European institution, which is also caused by the growing distance between the political class and the European citizens. Let's reconnect to our people, because they are the ones who give legitimacy to the political act. Let's listen to them carefully. Let's be sure that before coming up with electoral projects, we know what the real concerns of our citizens are. To this end, the European political class must show maturity. The most effective instrument of political consultancy is paying attention to the people's emotions and expectations. Young people especially want to feel the political class and the European Union closer to them. They want to be heard and supported. We are the ones who have to find the most appropriate way to win their trust, because we need their enthusiasm and creativity, and they need concrete measures. Young people don't need sentimentality or mechanical replies. They expect solutions, and they want space for affirmation, as well as the right conditions to invest in the industries of the future. Ladies and gentlemen, out of all the challenges we are facing today, one stands out in particular for the toxic potential it can have on the very foundation of the European project. I'm referring, of course, to extremism in all its forms, from rotten facade nationalism to the revisionist tendencies that, unfortunately, manifest themselves more and more virulently on our continent. After all, what is the European Union? 27 states that have voluntarily and out of belief adhered to the same set of principles. We share the same values, and we want to protect the level of well-being we have achieved due to the European project. The European Union is attractive precisely because its core values allow and facilitate a high-quality life. And it is exactly this particular reason that there are some who want this project to fail, because it offers what autocracies and other non-democratic systems deny their citizens: freedom of movement, free trade, protection of fundamental rights, justice, and the rule of law. The campaign for the European Parliament is approaching fast. People will be bombarded with all kinds of offers and promises. Many of you here will be running for a European Parliament mandate, and you will have to engage debates with Eurosceptics and other dissatisfied people who challenge our European project. You can ask them directly, what is your alternative to a project that has brought over 50 years of peace and prosperity? You will immediately see how their entire argumentative framework falls apart, because the alternative presented by these very vocal noisemakers is a grim one of national ressentiments and selfishness, one that caused humanitarian disasters, conflicts, and European fratricide wars. I urge you to use the campaign for the upcoming European elections as an opportunity to revive liberalism in the face of autocracies that restrict basic human rights. Better communication of the benefits of the European Union's membership is essential for countering misinformation and manipulation. We must make sure that our citizens are aware of the undeniable benefits that come from being part of this remarkable project. The European Union has replaced fear and hostility with collaboration and mutual respect. Today, political families inspired by democratic liberal values are called upon to strengthen these sentiments. The European People's Party is the main driving force capable of triggering all these positive energies. I'm glad to be here with people who, I know for a fact, are not lacking the courage, competence, experience, and responsibility to carry out the necessary changes in order to revitalize the most important political and social project that we Europeans have built and continue to build every day. The noise made by left or right-wing populists can be covered by active participation and effective communication following the principle of unity in diversity, without ever losing sight of the main objective, which is the safety and well-being of our citizens. We are all part of the same big European family, yet this doesn't mean that we are giving up our national identity. We are united in supporting the same values and principles, but diverse in our cultural heritage, traditions, and history. And exactly this unity in diversity is what makes the European project truly unique. Dear friends, our unity and collective mobilization are the key to move the European project forward. We must be proactive in sustaining our values and common objectives, in involving and inspiring our citizens to be part of this joint effort for a safer and more prosperous future. This is why promoting a high turnout during the voting process is vital for ensuring that the voice of each and every citizen matters when it comes to making the European decision-making process. We have, therefore, a moment with a profound civic significance and relevance, because we all want, don't we, that our future and the future of Europe to be decided by the will of the electorate, not by his absence. At the same time, the European Union of tomorrow will look the way we will shape it. Our defense and security, the safety of the European business environment, investments, culture, education, health, all these are in our decisional power, and Europe will be what we will make out of it. relevant political activity never stops at public discourse, but involves initiative, being among people, and identifying solutions, real solutions to pressing problems. The next European Parliament and the next European Commission will have the chance to meet history and to relaunch policies in the service of the people. Liebe Ursula, dir wünsche ich viel Erfolg, gutes Gelingen und dazu eine gute Portion Glück. Unsere Unterstützung hast du allemal. Danke. Thank you.